We are in the province of North-Holland. Today we take the ferry from Den Helder to the island of Texel and our bikes are with us. The journey there and back costs just €5 per person and bike. The ferry port is in the south of Texel and our first detour on the island goes past dunes, which are crisscrossed with heather to the viewpoint in the bird sanctuary Horseboulders and Horsmeertjes. From the hill we can see ducks and grebes when the sun is good. In the bushes around the lookout point you can find thrushes, red thrushes, blackberries and nightingales and very rarely a king of leaves or waxtail. Our next destination is Den Hoorn, 6 kilometers away. There are 21 houses designated as cultural monuments here.
Die wunderschönen Stockrosen hier wieder.
But first we take a break in a cafe. They have delicious, but very filling cakes.
Kaffee am Morgen.
From a plateau, there's a good overview, also of our next destination, the church with its striking white tower. The church, built on the outskirts between 1425 and 1450, has a small cemetery with nice messages. The church, which is somewhat peculiar to our German feeling, seems to be a preferred location for weddings.
Mal was ganz anderes.
The bride and groom are already in the inn next door. To our next destination we have to drive through a large forest area with oaks and pines and past some pretty houses but also a herd of cattle that communicate via the road. Paul 17 has the most beautiful of the 30 kilometers long sandy beaches on Texel. Many tourists come here on bicycles from remote parts of the island. Unfortunately, there are no beach chairs in Holland. We both miss that a bit.
Da kann man auch ziemlich weit reingehen.
The Texel dunes in their current form were largely created by human influence. Mercury, beach chickweed and beach grass grow on the dunes. On the back of the dune, the heather is blooming purpler as here along the bike path small pine forests have emerged. The old village de Coop is even separated from the North Sea coast by two chains of dunes. Here is the center of tourism on the island. The campsite is very invitingly located in the dunes, unfortunately hardly for campers. At Paul 20 we see the typical beach houses not for living but for storing loungers, parasols and play equipment. In the distance we see a ship that washes new sand onto the island. The pedestrian zone of de Coop offers everything that tourists need at lunchtime and in the evening: shops, restaurants, cafes, and live music.
I like the way you are, I like the way you talk, I like the way you walk, I like the way you talk.
Denburg, the capital of the island, is 7 kilometers away in the center of the island. Nice, typically Dutch houses show us the way towards the center. In the pedestrian zone we are accompanied by a group of young women who prepare their bride for the wedding. We cannot visit the local church. It is set up for an art exhibition. Around the market square, where there is no market today, are some worth-seeing old houses, including the building of the island government. Across the fields back to the ferry port 7 kilometers away. We have to hurry to get the next ferry. When we take the ferry to Den Helder, the sky has unfortunately changed from blue to gray. Unfortunately, the weather forecast predicts heavy rain for tomorrow. But today we had a wonderful day on a very attractive holiday island.